you agree that the greatest innovation in the world was agriculture? But how much do you know about the history of agriculture? Let us walk you through the ancient history. During the prehistoric times, when people didn't know how to farm, they lived by hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. Then, in 9000 BC, people took the first step towards agriculture. Some tribes discovered that plants can be grown from seeds. They also learned that certain animals could be tamed and raised at home. These two discoveries marked the beginning of domesticating plants and animals. Scholars believe that the domestication began in the Middle East. Later, people in other parts of the world learned about domesticating plants and animals. By 8000 BC, certain tribes in Middle East had begun to raise domesticated plants and animals for food. The development marked the beginning of agriculture. Agriculture then developed in northern and southeastern Asia about 7500 BC, and in central Mexico by about 7000 BC. After people started farming, they no longer traveled endlessly in search of food. And they started building permanent settlements, some of which became the first civilizations. The first great civilizations started in two regions of the Middle East. One region was the Nile River Valley of Egypt. The other was Mesopotamia, which lay northeast of Egypt between and around the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. While both regions had fertile soils, they had shortage of rain for the crops to grow. But farmers discovered that they could grow crops most of the year if they used river water for irrigation. By 3000 BC, Egypt and Mesopotamia had developed the world's first large-scale irrigation systems. By 3000 BC, Egyptian and Mesopotamia invented a plough that oxen could pull. Earlier farmers had pulled their ploughs by hand. The ox-drawn ploughs worked much better and faster. The large-scale irrigation projects and ox-drawn ploughs helped Egyptian and Mesopotamian farmers produce much more food than their families needed. The food surpluses enabled increasing numbers to give up farming and move to the cities. Classes of builders, craft workers, merchants, and priests began to appear. And systems of writing were improved. The developments contributed greatly to the growth of civilization.